Welcome to HomeFront SitRep. I hope you're in for a great show today because I'm just a veteran talking about what's on my mind and maybe yours.
You can find HomeFront SitRep on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. You can also check out HomeFront SitRep's YouTube channel.
Buckle up, the show is starting.
Still in the fight, different battlefield, same damn life. No spotlight shining on the ones who serve, just grit, sacrifice, and a whole lot of nerve. From small town shops to a helping hand, we're lifting each other, yeah, that's the plan. No red tape, no filter, no disguise, just truth in the fire, behind our eyes. This is HomeFront SitRep, hear the call, where the real ones rise and the fallen stand tall. Every voice matters, every story's legit. We're family here, this is HomeFront SitRep. From the shadows to the spotlight we step. Yeah, this is HomeFront SitRep. From the scars we carry to the lives we rebuild, from the weight of silence to the strength of will. Non-profits grinding, boots on the street, no headlines chasing, just mission complete. Veteran alone, still chasing the dream. From a mic to a message, we're building a team. Creators and fighters, yeah, we all belong. Turn the pain into purpose, turn the hurt into song. No politics, no games, no divide. Just warriors standing side by side. This is HomeFront SitRep, hear the call, where the real ones rise and the fallen stand tall. Every voice matters, every story's legit. We're family here, this is HomeFront SitRep. From the shadows to the spotlight we step. Yeah, this is HomeFront SitRep. We don't forget, we don't walk away. We carry each other through every day. From combat boots to a boss to a seat, still standing tall, still hard to defeat. Real stories, real impact, real people. This ain't just a podcast. This is a movement. This is HomeFront SitRep, loud and clear, for the ones still fighting year after year. Every voice matters, every story's legit. We're family here, this is HomeFront SitRep. Yeah, we rise, we grind, no regret. Welcome to HomeFront SitRep.
Welcome, everybody, to a Sunday edition of HomeFront SitRep. How is everybody doing? Gunny, how are you, sir?
I'm good, man. Rested. Didn't have much going on this weekend. First weekend off for the team in a little bit. But we are prepping for the big holiday coming up. Our Independence Day, we have, probably 7-8 shows that weekend. I know myself, I'm going to be in Northeast Iowa, starting the 1st. And then we have a jump on the 1st, 2 on the 2nd, and I think 3 on the 3rd. And then come back home, and I'm at a local one here for us, near the drop zone on the 4th.
Oh, man.
But yeah, and then obviously getting ready for this trip too, right? I'm 9 days away before I jump on the plane and head across the pond and enjoy some time with Troy and his wife, and then Bella Wood and Normandy and a good fishing excursion off the in the North Sea, and then a couple days in Germany with the wife, and then
Nice.
back home, and then rolling into everything. So I'm looking forward to that 10 days. I think April is mostly packed already. I haven't even started. I mean,
You're
I've
gonna
got
wait till the last day.
I have to because I got to wear our own swag on the show, right?
Right,
So I
right.
can't be wearing somebody else's stuff. Obviously, if I have a new hat, I'm going to throw up a new hat, but which I have a bunch to go through again already. It's just stupid. I went through 100+ hats, the past couple years, and now I have
Yeah,
a
more.
bunch more, and it's my fault, right? I guess it's Elite Engraving's fault
Yeah,
for
it
putting
is.
out,
Yeah.
for putting out a great product. I can't say that. No, those guys are amazing and
Hey, Miss
are doing
Jennifer.
great work. And I know one of the nonprofits I work with just ordered a bunch of hats, and then some of the guys and or wives that are part of that nonprofit too that have taken part ordered some hats. So super excited to get them a little bit of business and get their name out there. And matter of fact, I got to reach out to Miss Kara tomorrow because I'm going to have her make an adjustment to this hat.
What are you doing? What are you changing it to?
Not change anything. This is staying the same, but I'm going to have them put probably about that big our sponsor right on that just on that lower corner, like where my finger is.
Oh, nice, nice.
Um,
You're flicking
just
me
our
off while
sponsor
you're
over
on
there.
screen.
But again, that's my biggest finger, so it takes up the most space. So and it was sideways. It wasn't this way.
I know, I know.
So just putting our sponsor over there, just see what it looks like, right? And I like the hats that we have now for the team, but it's obviously it's our sponsor on the front with the small fast track, kind of like that, right? The upper
Right.
lines, small fast tracks logo, but they're more of a cycling hat, and it's a full hat like this. It's not like the mesh trucker style hat. And not that I don't like these hats, I really do, but it's just those breathe a lot more. I carry a lot of heat,
Right.
so I need something where the heat escapes, and those hats really don't allow that. And
Yeah.
it's obviously this one's for me, my personal, but maybe I can get the boss to sign off on
What's
us
up, Doc?
wearing those hats as long as we have the sponsor on them, right? So
Yeah.
but other than that, man, we've done nothing. Like today, this weekend, I did absolutely friggin' nothing. I mean,
I wish
grocery shopping for the week.
I wish I could say that.
We had every intention on going to church this morning. April got up early, fed the animals, came back to bed, and before we knew it, it's 10 o'clock, and it's like, we're not making it this week. So
What's
sorry,
up, Gene Campbell? How are you, sir?
but no, how about you? I know you've been busy
Oh, man.
last week and this week. So
Oh, dude, you busy is an understatement for this whirlwind that I'm on at the present moment in time. I mean, daughter's graduation. Gunny carries a lot of heat. I've never heard that from a Gunny. With daughter's graduation, and then we had her party. We had that 19-foot water slide here on Friday night. And let me tell you what, those teenagers are freaking daredevils. 19 foot tall, and then at the bottom, it's got the wave pool at the bottom, or just a pool at the bottom. And then it's got the wall. Yeah, the wading pool, and then it's got the wall that's down there. Well, these dudes were coming down on their back, heads first, and dude, they were like, then they wanted to put soap on the dang thing, which would have sped it up even faster.
Yeah.
And they were already trying to launch yourself out the back of at the bottom, the back of it. I'm like, bro, you're going to wind up hurting yourself. My homeowners can't cover that. And, but after that, we had several, friggin', grad parties to go to, and it's not even done yet. I mean, we still got next weekend where we have, I think we have 3 or 4 on Saturday, and then another 3 or 4 on Sunday. And man, it's just I'll be glad when it's over and I get to go on vacation at the end of the month. I'll sit on a cruise boat, not have a care in the world, really. Because I'm going to shut down while I'm there and just focus on the wife and kids because we're taking our daughters with us.
Nice.
And enjoy that trip. Granted, I'll answer emails and stuff like that, but we're going to have 2 weekends off.
I don't answer anything when I'm on the boat.
Well,
Like
you
I
have,
don't even get the internet package. I let April get the social media package just
yeah,
so the boys can talk to us. My stuff is off. Now, when we get to port, I'll power up and log
yeah,
on to somebody's Wi-Fi, but I don't want to be bothered. I
yeah.
want to relax, right?
Well,
And
when you're the only one scheduling for the show,
yeah, I
I got to be
mean,
able to schedule.
I don't know. I don't know. This other guy needs to start doing some stuff, I guess. Freaking
Yeah,
lazy.
it's so I got to make sure once I get back, we have shows lined up for July and August. Um, so I definitely have to answer shows. I'm hoping to
Yeah.
have July and August filled before I go on the cruise.
Well, I sent
Uh,
you a bunch. All you gotta
you
do is
did,
reach out to them and let them
you,
know,
you did.
availabilities.
So I'll be glad when this is said and done, and then we can just enjoy the rest of summer, and not have to worry about grad parties and doing all this. What's up, Chris? How are you, sir? Hey, we need to get with Chris soon. That way I can go ahead and put the dates we're going to go to Wisconsin to go ice fishing. I think
Yeah.
Shannon Book wants to go with us too on that ice fishing trip. So we need to get with Shannon too, see if he's available those days when we go up to go ice fishing. Because I'm stoked. I was talking about it earlier today. We were at one of the grad parties, and the wife was talking about going St. Martin in January, and I'm like, well, I got to make sure I got enough days to go on that fishing trip in February. She goes, "What fishing trip?" I said, "We talked about it."
The one we've been talking about since
Yeah,
last February.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
said,
it's
"We
only
talked."
been 4 months ago, but
Yeah,
still.
I was like, we've talked about it numerous times that's what Gunny and our plan was to
Yeah.
go. So I'm mad at TikTok at the present moment in time because now I can't go live on TikTok right now for some reason. Like I went live and it said, "Oh, your live is restricted. You have no access to live." So we're not live on TikTok at the present moment in time because they said the video is. I guess it's the intro video that they don't
Yeah.
like. So I guess I'm gonna have to change our intro video, um, just so it stops from. And I don't want to use AI to create a video. I really don't. So I got to figure something out.
Yeah.
So and so I'm coming up with some new ideas for shirts that we can add later on. One is going to be the original party favor. You know what that's going to be? The flashbang, the original party, the original party favor. So and then I want to work on redoing the original Roomba. Do you know what that would be?
At the Claymore.
Yeah, the clay, or no, it's the anti-personnel mine.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
and it says and the funny part would be robot or robot or foot activated, instantly clears 50 square meters, some crazy shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that one.
Yeah, the
That's
old
kind of,
friggin' pop-up.
yeah, yeah. I think that might be a little touchy for veterans. I don't know. What do you
Dude,
think?
I've been blown up twice. Bring it.
Bring it. All right. Hey,
I mean,
if I got,
it's not making a boom sound, right? You know what I mean? So.
hey, we can also put not service connected on the back. Ugh.
I've been told
Yeah.
numerous times.
But no,
I don't understand how you get blown up twice
and not be service connected.
30 plus surgery, and so like, it's not service connected. Well, I tell you, it didn't happen before I came in. Come on now.
Right. There's no, you would
My dream
never,
did not have Iraq on it. I'm just throwing that out there.
you would have never selected 40 something surgeries.
No.
But yeah, so tonight I want to talk about our shirts that we got with our partnership with sameflagsameoak.com. Man, I tell you, I've known Matt for 2.5, 3 years now. And what's up, Franco? I didn't see you snap in here. Semper
He
Fi.
slid in there.
He slid right in there, didn't he? But yeah, so I'm wearing the HomeFront SitRep logo shirt. This is one of the colors.
Do you have all yours down in the basement with you?
Yeah, well, except for the one you're wearing.
Okay.
No, let's see. Which one do I don't? The one I don't have is the Be Someone Stranger. I don't have that one down here. That's upstairs.
I wore that yesterday.
Yeah. So I got this one, which I have the website pulled up, so we can show it if we want, but I do have the shirts here. Um, so the first one I want to talk about is the one that I'm wearing right now. It's the HomeFront SitRep. Just on the front, it's got the American flag, HomeFront SitRep logo on the sleeve. Nothing on the back. We decided not to put anything on the back. I wanted to put the Got Your Six Culture bullseye back there, but Matt was like, it's not a co-branded shirt, so don't worry about doing that. Yeah, right, Franco. We slip in, slip out. So this, man, I tell you, it's a Gildan shirt. They're very, very comfortable. It's the lightweight one. They're very, very comfortable. And then Gunny, as you can see, he's wearing the black on white. You're not alone. I got it in yellow because I want it to be a little bit different than Gunny. And of course, it's got the HomeFront SitRep logo, American flag in yellow as well. Same shirt style as this one. Very comfortable. That I love the neck on it. That's what I like about it. I think a lot because some of the shirts you get the collar on them. They feel like they're just weak and they want to bend over and stuff. So I really like this style. Then this one here, I really like. It's our Remember Everyone Deployed. Gunny and I, we did the design on this. We came up with the compass ideal to encompass all service members that are deployed right now around the globe. We got the north, south, east, west, and all that good jazz. Of course, we got the HomeFront SitRep logo on the sleeve. Which this one, I didn't think about it at the time, Gunny. We should have changed the
color of
black,
the
but it's still you can still see it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of subtle. And then you got of course, the American flag on this sleeve here. And then you got the R.E.D. in big letters on the back.
Yeah. So I wore mine last Friday, fishing in New Jersey. There were 53 vets fishing. Well, I say that 51 vets and 2 law enforcement officers that were injured in line duty. And I can't tell you how many of the vets asked me, "Where'd you get that shirt? I've never seen it. I've never seen one like that." I'm like, "Well, it's our own design."
Welcome back, Marcus.
So you can go here and get it, or you can go here and get it. And they're like, "Okay, bet." So we'll see. I mean, but yeah, a lot of positive feedback on that shirt. And then the one neither one of us have right now is the Be Somebody Stranger. I was wearing that yesterday, and somebody's like, "Dude, I love that shirt." And I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "Tell me about it." So they're like, "Yeah, I like it even more now. Where can I get it?" So we'll see. I mean, hopefully, it picks up some traction, and people, start.
Yeah, I think
and the meaning behind everything, right? I mean, it's
right.
It's not just a cool slogan. It's not just something that we say at the end of every show, just to say it at the end of every show. I mean,
it's something that we live.
Mean it, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I love about all the shirts. They all have a meaning. Like this one's our brand. This one that I'm wearing, it's our brand, right? It's the HomeFront SitRep because you see the eagle, you're like, "Oh man, that's HomeFront SitRep." And then you see the hashtag "You're Not Alone." I mean, we as veterans, everybody that's in here more than likely is I think is veterans right now,
or connected to,
somehow, right? We always feel like we're alone. Like, even if we're married, we still feel like we're alone. I got a wife and kids, and there's days, man, that I'm like, well, there's nobody I can talk to. But then I remember, hey, I got a tribe, I got a community.
Yeah, but and here's the thing, we've talked about that a lot, about not wanting to open up to our wives and kids and this, that. And I think that the big thing with especially guys not wanting to open up to the wives. And I'm not saying my wife does it. I'm not saying your wife does it, but I have seen where it's kind of ammo for the other spouse, just to unload when things get heated, right? And it's like you want to be vulnerable, but then you don't, because then that vulnerability is used against you.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're more apt not to open up to our spouse, especially our children.
Yeah. And people at work too.
Yeah.
Because if you're trying to get a promotion and they're like, "Oh, well, you don't promote him. He's got PTSD or
Yeah.
he's got this.
Yeah.
Or, writing down in a journal. We've been talking about this for the last couple months.
Yeah.
The JJ Millett story out of Vermont. He was writing that stuff down in his journal. He called 988 and they arrested him, got him the help that he needed. The cops were not pursuing charges, but the district attorney or whoever decided, oh, well, we're going to get him for domestic terrorism
Because of what he was writing in his journal.
because of what he was writing in his journal.
So
So
when his counselor said, "Hey, if you need to vent in your journal."
yeah, so you definitely it makes you wonder. It makes you think.
Yeah.
Should I keep everything inside or should I let it out?
Yeah.
But that's where you have your tribe, and that's where you're not alone comes into play. You're not alone. There are people like Gunny, myself, Rich, and Ty, and these guys from these other podcasts, Travis. Reach out to
and the nonprofits, right? You got
yeah,
Chris out there. You got that's doing great things up in Wisconsin, and a lot of these other guys that are doing good things. I mean, you got the singer songwriters that are out there putting how they feel in lyrics, right? And
the Shannon Books of the world.
Yeah, Shannon and some of the others, and it's just like, you can resonate with it because you feel it, you felt it,
Yeah,
right? And even if they're not veterans, they're out there supporting the veteran, and they hear these stories sitting around that campfire, sitting on the boat, or sitting in the blind together. What are you going to do when you sit in the blind with somebody for 4 hours waiting on a freaking deer to come out? Nothing. You know what I mean? You're going to open up, and obviously it's going to be more of a whisper, and my talking voice is actually lower pitched than my low speaking voice, because I'm a little deep, and if I have, I'm going to be like Barry Manilow or freaking Barry White over up in this thing. No, I'm not whispering like that with some dude beside me and freaking serenade him in the hunting line.
You can't do that when we're in the fishing hut.
Getting a little cold in here, bro. No, we're not doing that. It's not happening.
Oh. Oh yeah, we definitely can't do that. And then of course, be someone stranger, which that's something we talk about all the time on HomeFront SitRep is be someone stranger. We're more apt to talk to a complete stranger than the ones we love the most. So that's why we have to have that on the shirt. And when you're wearing that shirt and you're out and about, live that motto. You see somebody, it looks like they're having a bad day, go up to them, say, "Hey, how are you doing?" And if they give you the red flags, "I'm okay, I'm hanging in there, I'm living a dream." Ask the next hard question, bro. That's what the shirt's for. It's a conversation starter, just like the "You're Not Alone," just like the Red Friday shirt, and just like this one right here, because everybody needs a little bit of laugh. The spicy
pineapple.
It's a pineapple grenade. I thought about doing it upside down. Gunny said he wouldn't wear it.
I go on too many cruises, my guy.
Well, I am wearing this shirt on the cruise, just
Which
so
is
you know.
fine, but it's not upside down. That's
right.
what I'm saying. You go on the cruise on the upside down, you might get pulled into a room you don't want to be in. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, maybe.
Or you have to change your clothes.
Yeah, of course, it's got the HomeFront SitRep logo on the sleeve on this side. Got the American flag on this sleeve here, and then on the back, this is the funny part. Tossing joy. Well, tossing joy into people's life since 1918. So it gives you that little bit of a laugh, and laughter.
It's that dark humor, right?
Yeah.
That a lot of veterans, especially those who have experienced conflict or combat or loss, it's that dark side that kind of keeps us going sometimes, and you have to find the hilarity and humility in that darkness, or you just freaking eat yourself up.
Yeah, and that's what the whole purpose behind the the shirts and stuff. We are going to take. We are an LLC, so we're not a 501c3. We're not. We are an LLC. So what we're going to do with, welcome back, Marcus. What we're going to do with the money from the shirt sales is we're gonna put some back into the shirt sales, That way, if like say somebody reaches out and says, "Hey man, I'd love to have one of your shirts, but I don't have the money to buy one," Gunny and I can say, "All right, well here, let us order you one from the back end. That way we can, pay for it out of that, and then we're going to take some of that money and we're going to donate it to nonprofits that Gunny and I will spin a wheel, and that's who it'll go to." What's going on, Stephen LaMonica? Welcome in, sir. So we're not going to keep the money for ourselves. Now we will have some stuff that will come out for HomeFront SitRep. The back end stuff like paying for HMG or paying for one of these services that's been helped run HomeFront SitRep. So we're going to split it up and make it where, because I'm not looking to make millions off of the podcast. It's not mine or Gunny's plan. We do this because for one, it's my therapy. For two, it helps my brothers and sisters. Now, if it pays for itself, it pays for itself. And that's what I want the podcast to do. I want it to pay for itself. So that's kind of where the shirts come into play. I don't have to get sponsors if I have my own shirts and people are buying our shirts, because it's making it pay for itself that way. So that's that's part of it. So that's kind of why we do what we do here at HomeFront SitRep. And we want to talk about the things that are going on. And if you got an ideal for a shirt that you would love to see, like the spicy pineapple, I didn't come up with that ideal. My buddy JR, who normally comes in here, he's not in here right now. I think he was out power washing his neighborhood entranceway because he didn't want to go to graduation parties. He reached out
there with a friggin' spray bottle and a scotch brush.
Yeah, I think, and a toothbrush. Yeah,
right.
His wife came to the party, the last party we were at before we came here. I was like, "Where's JR?" He's power washing the front end because his wife is the HOA president, which me and HOAs. I hate HOAs, and I always give her a hard way because it's like, "Are you an HOA, Karen?" And she says, "Well, nobody else wanted to do it, so I just did it." I'm like, "Well, get rid of the HOA, vote it out." Because that's what I would. We don't have an HOA here, because if we did, I'd move. I told the wife,
we have city bylaws that we have to go by, right? Or subdivision bylaws and city ordinances we have to go by.
Same.
But now that they're done building back here, those construction bylaws are gone.
Yeah,
they're no longer here. So we just have the city ordinances that we have to go by. And there's two friggin' old dudes, police officers, but they've been on the force forever. I mean, since Christ was a cowboy, they've been on the force, and all they do is ride around and look at people's yard, and they get out and they go to ring your doorbell. I'm like, "Hey, what do you need?" They're like, "Oh, your lawn's too long." I'm like, "What's the city ordinance?" It's 4.5. I'm like, "Hold on, let me grab a tape measure. If you can find something that's 4.5 inches in this yard, I'll pay the fine. But I just mowed it yesterday. I guarantee you're not." And they huff and puff, and they got in their vehicle, and then they stop at my neighbor, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Don't even bother knocking on his door." I said, "You don't see how this track continues from my yard to his?" I said, "That's one continued mow pattern." I said, "I mow his shit too." Keep on moving.
Keep on moving, gents.
They have not stopped at my house since. And now when they go by, they just do this. And they come back the other way. They just do this. They don't even look in my direction.
They look the opposite direction. That's the way to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have a HOA, but when we moved in, there was only one other house that had to be built, and then our neighborhood, this section, was complete. And they're like, "Well, you can vote now for HOA if you want, because we're done." And everybody's like, "No, we don't want a HOA. We don't." So now the patio homes up front, they have a HOA. But back here in the houses, we don't. And we voted no. We were supposed to get a community pool for the neighborhood, but somehow they voted that down. I'm like, why would you vote down a community pool?
Because I would pay no HOA to cover the costs of keeping the pool.
But we could have. I guess we could have done that as a community without an HOA.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
So our builder was, the community builder was Drees. My house is not a Drees home. I have another builder. Well, they were maintaining the entrance of our subdivision. And, there's two nice big brick walls
Yeah.
with all that, fluff around it, right? The landscaping. Well, once they pull out, they're like, oh, by the way, that's the responsibility of each homeowner at the beginning of the subdivision. Well, there's one who barely keeps his damn lawn mowed to begin with. And it's like, there is no way in the world that he's maintaining the front. So we leave yesterday. The neighbor across the street is watering the plants across the thing. So he's got a hose running across the main road,
Oh, dang.
running over into it's like, but we have all said, hey, keep the lights turned on in the front. We'll all pitch in. It's I don't know, it's something like $40 a month, if that.
Right.
There's I don't know, freaking 400 homes back here.
Yeah. So Steven just said that Rich is the head of his HOA. Well, I'm gonna ask him if he's a Karen HOA pres.
That's why he has the golf cart, man. So he can ride around and look and see, measure people's lawns and see if there's a tire track in their friggin' property that you're not supposed to park on the lawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't weed eat this week, Jimmy. Frick.
See now, I weed eat.
You wait till we have tip of the spear. I mean, I'm going to be in friggin' Europe, but I might get on at 1:00 in the morning and be like, "Hey, Rich, what's up with this HOA stuff?"
Yeah, I'm with Marcus. That's why I love to live in the country. I wish I lived in the country, but my wife would not move to the country. Of course, that's where my mom is, and she said we'd be too close to my mom. So, I mean, we're one county away from my mom. But that was 20 years ago. Well, she's like, so we kind of moved in between her parents and my parents, so we're right in the middle.
I'm 6 states away, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm one county. Well, are they Grant County or are they Boone County? I don't know. We're 1 or 2 counties away from the in-laws, but we never see them anyway.
Yeah. I should give you Grace's location because she's up there at her boyfriend's house.
Oh, she's over by Publix. I know where she is.
Yeah. And you could go over there and be like, your dad told me to check on you.
I had to go just walk up and put, we got those cards, you park like an a-hole and just get in their windshield and leave. But I'm sure where she's at, they got cameras and they're gonna be like, hey, somebody's out there messing with your car.
She would know who you are though.
I'll black out. Nah, I'll friggin' just not wear this shirt, wear something else. Cover up this.
Yeah.
Shave. If I shave, she won't know who I am if I shave.
Yeah, if you shave, she wouldn't know who you were. She'd be like, who the hell are you?
Some dude just put this thing on my car in the driveway.
Yeah. That would be funny though, because I'm sure she's not super far from you, probably 10-15 minutes, probably
at the most 15.
Yeah.
I mean, we ate over there Friday. Nice. I met April over that way after she got out of work on Friday.
Nice. So going back to the shirts and everything, the reason why we have these shirts here with Same Flag, SameMof.com. Matt might be joining. He hasn't messaged yet. He might. I don't know yet. But we want to build a veteran community that helps support veterans year round. That's kind of why we're doing what we do here on HomeFront SitRep. So, if you buy a shirt, make sure you go tag HomeFront SitRep in it, whether it's this shirt, the shirt that Gunny's wearing, the red shirt. Because the cool thing about the red shirt is nobody else is doing that design. Now, if they steal my design, I'm going to be a little mad, but imitation is the best form of flattery.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. So go buy you the spicy pineapple. Go buy you the HomeFront SitRep shirt. They are comfortable. That will help Gunny and I continue our mission of building a community that helps supports veterans year round. That's our whole plan. That's what we want to do. We want to help support our brothers and sisters in arms. If I got a veteran that reaches out to me and says, hey man, I need $100 to pay my my light bill to keep my lights on, then we're going to try to get that money to them some way, somehow. Um, so yeah, that's kind of why we doing the shirts and stuff like
Hey,
that.
I need someone to pay my house off, so I don't have that note. You can help me out.
Yeah, we can help you. We can help you with that. Um, Now we did talk about Marie's uncle. I think it's her uncle.
It was on
Um,
the tip of the spear.
yeah, he was missing. They did find him 2 days later. He was in the hospital. He is facing criminal charges at the present moment in time. He's diabetic, has dementia, other issues, PTSD, and other issues. Um, had an insulin overdose. And if you know anything about being diabetic, if your sugar is low or you have too much sugar, your body reacts as if you're drunk. So when they tested his blood sugar, it was really high. So he's facing first degree strangulation, facing some other charges. I forget. They're trying to get him into veteran court because he's never been in trouble with the law ever in his life. So they're trying to get him into veterans court, but they're also trying to get him admitted to the veteran VA psych ward because he does need help. I mean, he's in his 70s and he's got dementia and stuff, so he needs help. So, but they did find him. He was safe, so that's always a plus. Um, so yeah, just that goes back to be someone stranger, man. That's what's cool about this is Marie's in Utah. She reached out to me. Her uncle's up in Moorhead, so outside of up closer to Gunny than me. It's not closer to you up in
No,
Moorhead.
no, bro. That's right across 64. That's almost to Ashland.
I know, but it's still closer to you than me.
No.
Well, anyway, it's 2.5 hours, 3 hours for me.
That's
Or
about
however,
it's about the same.
yeah. So, you know,
I have to go all the way. I either have to go all the way down to Lexington to get on 64 and then go across, or I have to go down the double A to Maysville and then take back ass country roads down. So either way,
okay.
it's I mean, it's yeah, it's
A pretty
probably
good distance.
probably about the same. Yeah, I mean that's where April went to school.
Okay. So, Marie reached out to me and she said, "Hey, man, I'm in Utah. I need help. Can't find my uncle. Blah blah blah." I reached out to my Kentucky connections. Said, "Hey, I got a veteran in Moorhead that's missing. He's been missing for 2 days." And the community came together, man. They within a day and a half, we had located this guy. He was in the hospital. We have veterans that are because he has the closest family member he has is an hour and a half away from
Somewhere
him.
in Ohio, yeah.
Yeah, they're an hour and a half away, and um, so they're trying to get POA, emergency power of attorney and stuff. But that's what this community does, that's what we're building here at HomeFront SitRep is building that community to help reach veterans across the country. And also if a veteran says, "Hey man, I need help," I can find a veteran that's in their area and have them at their doorstep within an hour. That's what the whole thing behind HomeFront SitRep is building that community of veterans across the country, that spider web. Let's call it a spider web. Veterans across the country, no matter where you're at, wherever, what nook and cranny you're in, I can say, "Hey, who's close to Timbuktu, Iowa?" And Joe Blow Smuckatelli can say, "Hey, I'm 30 minutes from there." I can be like, "All right, can you go here and see if we can locate this veteran?" That's the whole plan. We don't want to talk. We don't want to talk the talk. We want to walk the walk. If that makes sense. Does it make sense to you, Gunny?
Yeah.
So, all right. So what do we have tomorrow, Gunny? Do I remember talking about it a while ago?
I don't know what we got tomorrow.
Yeah, you do. We have a father-son duo coming on tomorrow. Awesome Odyssey.
Or some
Awesome Odyssey.
Odyssey.
All right, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. So check this out. This is a father-son duo. The father is an Army veteran. His son is a high school student. They're going to do the Great American Loop, and I'm going to share this screen. Share screen, entire screen. And Chris says, I'm not a veteran, but you just need to call, and I will do everything here in Wisconsin. That's the spider web. That's what we're talking about, Chris. And don't worry, you are on that list. All right, so this is the website. So if you go to the website, it's called Orsum, or like a paddle in a boat, or Orsum Odyssey in Veteran Suicide. They're in partnership with Oasis Outdoors, 6,000 miles for the 22. A father-son boating America's Great Loop, 6,000 miles of river, lakes, and coastal waterways completed in summer segments over 3 years to end veteran suicide. 6,000 miles, 22 veterans a day, 3 crew, 1 boat. So they're going to have somebody else with them. So I don't know exactly where they're going to start at. Gunny and I were kind of talking
It's
about it a
looking.
while
I
ago, but
mean, it's kind of looking like they're going to start maybe. If it was me, just because I know the Mississippi River, right? I would
yeah,
start in Chicago, right?
and go
then that
down or
yeah. I mean, because the Mississippi is going to do the work for you
yeah,
because of the way the current is, right? So you go down. You don't want to paddle against that, not at all. And then take it down around, Florida, and then right up the East Coast, and then up.
yeah,
It looks like they're going to go up into National Harbor, Baltimore Harbor, up that way into DC, and then
yeah,
come back out through New Jersey somewhere. Just they're going to back out Delaware Bay and go up New Jersey, and then go up probably the Hudson, maybe.
yeah. It looks like the Hudson, maybe. I wonder if I could zoom in on.
up into New York, and then take that coastal the lock through upstate New York, all the way over into is that Huron, and then up through and then back. It looks like they're gonna go up into Canada a little bit there, and then come back down around. But so they're gonna break that up. Whatever it looks like they're probably gonna do 2,000 miles each year, maybe, or maybe a little bit more, depending on how the summer goes. But super awesome. When we were talking offline, there was just a guy that did this in the John boat. I think it was last year.
Yeah. And there's 2 organizations, actually 3 organizations that they're going to be. So for the first season, it says season 1 supports Road to Heal and This Able Veteran. Road to Heal, healing through community, improves mental well-being of veterans, first responders, and healthcare professionals by building safe communities through tabletop role-playing games, fostering connections, camaraderie, and stress recovery. Reconnect with team and belonging, share experiences without judgment, reduce isolation, anxiety, and stress. That's Road to Heal. And then the Able Veteran, service dogs for those who served, trains and pairs service dogs with veterans, providing life-changing companionship and supports for those coping with physical and mental health challenges. Custom trained service dogs for veterans, ongoing support and training programs, and healing through the human canine bond, which is super cool. So that's the first segment. And then you got the Southern Illinois Veterans Foundation, which this guy that we're having on tomorrow, he is the founder of the Southern Illinois Veterans Foundation. So we're going to talk to him about this journey that him and his son is going to be on, and then plus the Southern Illinois Veterans Foundation tomorrow. So super cool. I'm super excited about it. Because you hear about people doing things or talking about doing things, and it looks like this guy's is kind of doing. He's kind of walking the walk a little bit, rowing.
I think there was just a Navy SEAL. Was that 3, 4, 5 years ago that just swam the Mississippi for, I think, the Navy SEAL Foundation or, the veteran suicide and some other things. But
I can only
yeah,
imagine swimming the Mississippi, bro. Well,
it's like a
I
swim in
couldn't
the
do
Ohio.
it. No, I couldn't do it. There's no way I could do it. I just could not
Yep.
do it. So yeah, it's so do me a favor. The website for our shirt is in the chat. It's homefrontsitrep.com. Go click on the merch tab. Go buy you a shirt. Go buy you a hat. When you get that hat and shirt in, make sure you tag Homefront SitRep on all social medias. That way we can see those and we can share them up on the screen. I know Travis Partington with Oscar Mike Radio just got his shirt, so I'm waiting on him to send me a picture of him wearing that shirt.
Nice.
He got this shirt here, the one that I'm wearing, the Homefront SitRep shirt. So same color as I got. So yeah, but other than that, Gunny, it's about that time of night, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, I know we got listeners. I mean, we still got 14 minutes. What are you talking about?
Well, we're a little. I said about that time.
But no, I was just looking at our team schedule here for this coming weekend. This weekend is Flag Day. It's also the Army birthday on the 14th. But we have some pretty good shows coming up. We've got 2 in Ohio, 1 in Kentucky, and 1 in Philadelphia. So the Vietnam, I think it's the Traveling Wall. One of them, because there are a few, is going to be in Urbana, Ohio, and we're jumping for them on the 13th, which is Saturday. And then there's a Jeep and Eat, so food trucks and Jeep event in Middletown at Smith Park that we're jumping for. Bourbon County High School. There's a gentleman down there that's putting together a Flag Day ceremony, and I talked to him at Matt Bradford's going away and what he's wanting to do. That's gonna be a really, really cool event. Also on Saturday at Bourbon County High School. I think that one starts at 3:00 maybe in the afternoon, but he's gonna have this huge ceremony and just really, really cool things that he's trying to do. And I know the team's jumping in for that. And then one of the events that's that everybody on the team likes to do and wants to do is Independence Hall. I mean, landing on the front lawn there at Independence Hall in downtown Philadelphia is amazing. So I'll be out there for that one. I think that's 2 something, like 245, something like that. But yeah, I'll be out there for that one this weekend. So obviously, I mean, it's going to be that time of year. So you're going to see me a little bit less and less on the show because next Tuesday, isn't it? A week from next Tuesday, the wife and I take off to Europe for 10 days. So super excited about that. Obviously, we lose a full day in travel going over just because the 6-hour difference and the time slot. But we'll get there on the morning of the 17th. You all will still be nestled in your beds.
I might not be. It might be.
I don't know.
Depends on what time you get there.
1:00 in the morning, your time.
Obviously.
And then, of course, that's our tip of the spear this month because we have other things going on at the end of the month.
We got quite a new. Well, we got a lot of new people joining Tip of the Spear. So I'm super excited how it's grown. I'm glad you brought that up because if you're a veteran out there and you want to join, you don't have to be a podcaster. That's the whole thing about it's a veterans roundtable. It's Tip of the Spear Veterans Roundtable. Of course, we started out with the podcasters because we were building that community. But we can bring in Theory. He's not a podcaster.
Yeah.
He joins. He hasn't joined here recently, but
he's been busy though.
Yeah, he's been super busy
for good reasons. Busy.
Yeah. He's got his new albums dropping. He's released a couple singles. His full album will be dropping here shortly. It is a concept album, and you have to listen to me again. I think it's Is it Me Against the World? Um, I forget which one it is. It's the album that he just dropped. What is oh but it's a concept album. So you have to listen from song 1 to song 18 because all the songs flow together. But he's got some really cool songs on there. And I'm super excited for him to you know, drop his new album. So if you don't know who Theory is, TH30RY, Marine Corps veteran, go check out TH30RY on all of the music streaming platforms out there. Or you can just Google Theory and you can find him that way as well. So yeah, quite a lot going on. We do have the Vietnam traveling wall coming into Shepherdsville, or not say Shepherdsville, but Mount Washington, where I live, September 17th through the 20th. So it's not here quite as long as it was in the Shepherdsville area, because I feel like the Shepherdsville area was like 5 days.
It felt like a week, yeah.
Yeah, and this one's just like a weekend kind of thing, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, it's so if they're doing setup Thursday, right?
Yeah,
And it's there Friday, Saturday, most of the day Sunday,
and then tear down Sunday night.
and they tear down late afternoon, early evening on Sunday. I think that's enough time, right? But if they're doing setup Friday and it's not going to open until Friday evening,
Yeah,
and then it's Saturday and half the day. So, basically we'll just say a half the day on each end, right? It's only 2 days.
yeah,
And I really don't think that's enough time. And I think what you might see is if you go over and spend some time there, not as much time as you did when it was in Shepherdsville, but
yeah,
sometime that one gentleman just might make that walk.
yeah. And I plan on being there as much as I can be, just because it is in my city. I'm kind of leading it, kind of, sort of. I mean, of course, I'm not the main people because it's the city show. But when it comes to the veterans in my town, everybody kind of looks my direction. Um, so they're like, "Hey, what about this? We do need some nonprofits that." I'm looking for Bullitt County nonprofits, but I'm okay with Louisville, Barstown nonprofits in surrounding counties that cater to veterans to come out, set a table up, not selling any merch or anything like that. If you do have swag, you can't sell it. You can give it away.
Yeah.
But to give information out on your nonprofit, we're looking for 4 or 5 to set up. Um, there will be shirts available for sale for the wall, there to help support AVTT, who's the company that provides the traveling wall.
So
And
are
the
they
cost,
coming with the cost of freedom as well? Or
yes, the Cost of Freedom tribute will be there as well, which is everything since Vietnam. So it'll be just like it was last time with the A-frames and
Yep.
out there in the we call it the field because you got the wall and then you
Yep.
got the field, where the Cost of Freedom tribute will be set up as well. And it's every name that has paid the ultimate sacrifice. What's up, Mike? How are you, sir? Semper Fi. But so if you've never been to DC and you live around the Kentucky Anna area, or you're within, a 3-hour drive.
I don't know if you're gonna get very many from the Anna area just because of the construction that's going on. Because
Well,
you're not gonna get much from the Northern Kentucky Anna area either because of friggin' that construction.
yeah, yeah,
Granted, we can take the Gene Schneider. I get it all day, every day.
yeah.
But
And you can take the Watterson too. So they just got it blocked off at 65 south of the Watterson.
yeah, right. So and you have to get on
Yeah.
north of that. So
Yeah. Well, it depends. I mean, depends. It depends. It depends. Because I'm assuming they got it.
Take that chance and get over there, and it's shut down, and now you have to go out past the airport and then take back country roads to get back onto 65 again.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
your best bet is just go to the friggin' Gene Snyder down to 65 and go that way.
Well, you can get Gene Snyder to Barstown Road and come up that way,
But
which would be quicker.
from the Kentucky end. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
you don't want to don't try to go Waterston to 65 because it may not have it shut down.
yeah,
It just depends on how they're feeling that day, I guess.
yeah, yeah. I mean, of course, it's in September, so it's a little while down the road.
Yeah, but that's just going to be shut down until next year.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yes, sir. All right. All right. Let's. Do we want best one-liner dad jokes?
you
we
got to
want
wait,
bet-
man. I got to go first. You're jumping
No,
ahead.
I'm just asking you.
Yes,
All right,
best one-liner. Best one-liner.
All right. There we go. Let's go there. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Gunny's Words of Wisdom.
Before you do me wrong, make sure you'll never need me again. Ever.
Say that for the people in the back.
Before you do me wrong, make sure you'll never need me again. Ever.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Because I will tell you that has happened to me. And they came crawling back.
Oh, most of the time they do.
Yeah. And I'm like, bro, you remember that time you did this?
I don't even entertain. You know, my phone's always on,
Yeah.
but when that bridge is burned, I don't
It's
attempt
gone.
to rebuild it, right?
Yeah. No.
Because even though they want to try to make a new beginning, some of those old mistakes may happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not down with that.
So I will say this. If they reached out and said, "Hey, I need help," I would locate help for them, but I would eliminate myself from that. And then I would tell said person, with whatever organization I hooked them up with, that you have to be leery. Simplify with that statement. Mike said he agrees with that statement. That you would have to be very leery of what you do and what you don't do.
Yeah.
Because I do feel like being the bigger person sometimes. Like prime example, I'm not gonna a former co-host of Homefront SitRep, if they happen to call and say, "Hey, I'm living on a street," I would find them said place to go, whether it's a healing place, Salvation Army, wherever, and I would drop. I would be like, "All right, my hands are washed." That's as far. That's as far as I would go in helping. I would never let them in my inner circle again, if that makes sense. I would keep them at arm's length because you fool me, you burn me once, and that's it. I'm done. I'm like you. I'm gonna hold that grudge until the day I die because I'm
It's
not
not
gonna.
a grudge, man. And that's the thing. It's not a grudge,
Yeah,
right? When someone does you completely wrong, whether you've done everything for them or just a little bit for them, it's just that little that part of them that stab in the back, right? And I said there was a quote I said earlier that the person that stabs you in the back is the one that are closest to you, right?
Yep.
That's what it is, right? You let somebody in, you open your heart, you open your home, and then whoop, there's that knife in between the ribs, and every now and again it gets freaking twisted just a little bit more,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
nope, nope, I've bled enough for you. I am not bleeding anymore. Your burden is not my problem anymore. Now,
There you
yes,
go.
I will point them in the proper direction, the Joseph House, a VA veteran home, whatever. But I am not wasting my time and I am not wasting my energy
Yep.
on that
Amen.
person ever again.
Yep. I would agree with you 100%. Who commented? So I sent you podcasts about VA. If covenant. You sent what, Mike? All right, ready for...
Waiting on
It's
you.
time for the joke of the day.
I told my doctor I heard buzzing, but she said it's just a bug that's going around. I say I don't like one-liners. All right, so let's redo that. Because that one-liner,
I think it's your delivery. I don't think it's the one liner. I just think it's your delivery.
bro, get out of here. All right, here we go. How does the moon cut his hair?
How does the moon
Cut his hair.
his hair?
Eclipse it.
Eclipse it. Yep.
Yep,
Eclipse it.
it. You know
I
what?
need to get that downloaded. That
Yeah, you definitely need to get that. RFP.
or
There you go.
that was for that first one.
Cheese cutter. RFP in your email. When did you send it, Mike? Yeah, we'll have to see when he sent it. Yeah, we need a cheese cutter. I'm gonna have to find no more dad jokes. So I am today. He sent it today. Okay. I'm gonna have to check it out, Mike. I need some email. I got some emails that I gotta respond to. So but yeah, go check out HomeFrontSitRep.com. Get our shirts, order our shirts. I was hoping Matt would join, but all right, Gunny, you want to take this question?
Yeah. So I mean, they were looking at the White Star service banner for those who had committed suicide after service. And then this is just another one. We had a spouse on that was trying to head this bill up in her state. I mean, honestly, I do feel as though that there needs to be something done. I mean, we raising awareness for veteran suicide is old game, right? They've been doing that. I mean, I retired in 11, so they've been doing that since before I retired. There needs to be something done, right?
Yes.
Action needs to be taken. Is this the first step that needs to be taken? That now when you drive around, you see these Green Star service banners to realize that more veterans are taking their lives than what people really think or what the numbers are showing. So honestly, I hope that there's something happens, and if that passes for those families, because they're not considered Gold Star families.
Yeah,
their loved one didn't die during combat or training. And a lot of times it's because of the service that the unaliving of their loved one happened. So yeah, something needs to happen out there other than this whole raising awareness stuff, because it's old hat.
Yeah. So the Green Star, there's a Green Star families, a Green Star Foundation. There's also a Red Star Foundation, and here's the thing: they both are trying to do the same mission.
Yeah,
and they're both trying to get legislation passed. One for Red Star, one for Green Star. Well, here's the problem with that:
it's the same verbiage too.
It's the same verbiage, same everything. Do you want Red Star? Do you want Green Star? I mean, why do we need both? And here's the thing: the founder of the Red Star Foundation and the founder of the Green Star Foundation used to be friends. Now they're no longer friends because A said this one stole the idea, this one said this one stole it. So Greens, I'm with Gunny. There needs to be something for the veterans that come home from war, or just veterans in general that come home from serving their country after signing their name on that dotted line, to signify that the war that they brought home is what caused them not to be here no longer. Yes, it didn't happen in training, it didn't happen in combat situation, but not all PTSD stems from war. Not all demons stem from
Not all
combat.
trauma, period.
Yeah, not all trauma, period, comes from wartime situation, right? MST happens stateside. MST happens abroad. Um, a lot of my PTSD, moral injury, happened from a humanitarian / security mission in Haiti. So, yes, there needs to be something. There needs to be legislation passed. I don't know, the veterans getting benefits or should be getting benefits. I don't know if that transfers to the families after said veteran succumbs to the demon. Do I think that the benefits need to carry on after? That's a fine line that we're walking. You know what I'm saying? I could see Gold Star family members, spouses, children getting benefits, if it was during active duty time. When it comes to Green Star, Green Star, Red Star, I'm gonna throw both of them out there. Um, that's a fine line. I'd have to see arguments for both sides because to me, we as the American race.
Well, and here's the thing with that, right? So, why does a Gold Star widow lose her benefits when she remarries? Her
Yeah,
spouse is still not here,
right.
right? There's no difference. And especially if you can relate it back to the service.
Yeah,
It's just if the person didn't have these thoughts and idealistic views and everything prior to, and it all developed during service, there's no reason for not, especially the kids.
yeah,
If they have kids, the kids don't get any benefits, right? If
yeah,
that happens. And and even if the Gold Star spouse remarries, the kids still get the benefits. But again, the spouse loses all of her stuff or all of his stuff. It makes no difference. Their loved one that they lost during combat or during training is no longer here.
yeah.
Remarrying somebody doesn't replace
Negate
that
that.
person.
Yeah. So Steve-O says, no, I bought the Green Stars green. Our family was pushing this through Congress, represented the veteran, the spouse of the veteran, or the children of the veteran who can't cope with home situation. Then they unalive themselves, and that Green Star signifies with them that family itself.
Yeah,
I'm not,
it's basically it's the same thing that I said with the freak.
yeah.
And I think he's talking about you and the Red Star, Green Star. And
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think he understood that there's another organization out there. But no, yeah. So Steve-O, I guess his family is doing this too. But no, there's another lady who we've had on the show who is pushing this through
Samantha.
her state.
Yeah. So if you go Google Red Star families, Green Star families, you'll see the organizations that are out there that is pushing this through Congress. And that's what I'm saying. It's yeah, that's not right. I agree, Chris. It's not right for them to lose their benefits. The spouse of, especially a Gold Star spouse, she, just because she remarried, she shouldn't lose her spousal or survivor's benefit.
Survivor benefits.
Is that right? Survivor's benefit.
Survivor benefits. Yeah, I'll check into that, Steve-O.
Yeah, we'll check it. We'll check in on that, Steve-O. Yeah, we'll definitely check on that, brother. But yeah, they shouldn't lose it. And the Red Star, Green Star, I think what's going to happen is they're going to be like, all right, it's one or the other.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you would select one or the other.
So whichever one was incorporated first will probably get it. Because but it depends. If the Red Star submits their stuff first and it gets pushed through, then the Green Star will go away and vice versa. But sometimes they'll look at it, especially if it's being pushed through the same state first before it goes to DC. They'll look and see which one, was enacted first. and then go from there.
Yeah. So here's what it says on Red Star. Yeah, I agree, Chris. It's still a loss to her. So redstarfoundation.org. This is what it says here. Let me go to about. This is welcome to Red Star Foundation. This is that's not what I'm looking for. The Red Star Foundation is a registered 501c3 charity building a nationwide community throughout the United States, providing honor and support to those families and friends of our veterans, which include military and first responders who have lost a loved one to suicide. So that's the Red Star Foundation is what they say. And then Green Star Foundation, I believe there says the same kind of verbiage. Where is their website? No, that's not what I'm looking.
All right, we can pull. We're already 11 minutes over.
We'll put something out about the Green Star versus Red Star and all that good jazz. We'll do some more research and we'll look into the House Bill 6022.
Yep.
And then we'll talk about it on tomorrow's episode at the beginning. So jump on tomorrow. But anyway, it's about that time of night, my friends.
Yep.
And I need to talk to you, so don't go anywhere. Like we always say on HomeFront SitRep, stay safe out there. We got your
You got your 6.
Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed this show.
Suggestions and comments are always welcome.
Cannot wait to have another great show with y'all.
Don't forget you can find HomeFront SitRep on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Stay safe out there. I got your 6.